By popular demand, here's how to calculate NPS error. Companies track NPS monthly, although some do it weekly or even daily. They often attribute increase of NPS to internal initiatives, and when it drops, they worry and go on fact-finding missions. But this kind of interpretation of NPS score can lead to false conclusions. Here's why. This is an example of monthly tracking. The black line represents changes in the NPS score obtained every month in the surveys. The gray band is a confidence interval. Our initial sample size was 200 customers. The sample size was increased to 600, and we can see the confidence interval getting narrower. We are now more certain that the population NPS score is somewhere closer to this value. So with these values, it is possible that the NPS was around 45 for an entire year. The risk for the organization that is doing this kind of monthly tracking without consideration for the error margins is that it will look at increases and drops of reported NPS levels and will assume that these changes happen in the customer base. It may assume that some actions inside the company raised or lowered NPS, while in fact they are only looking at some type of noise, specifically in that case at sampling error that is driven by the sample size. The context of sampling error is especially important when NPS is used to calculate bonuses or to rate employees. Here is how you can calculate NPS error. This is the formula, and on the left side there is a reference table that shows error depending on sample size. You will notice how much that error depends on the sample size. Assuming NPS 40 for the population and sample size 200, the error will be plus minus 11 points. That means what we get back with the surveys will range between NPS 30 and 50. You can observe here how that error decreases with increasing sample size. One thing to remember, that error estimate works if the sample is random. For samples selected in other ways, this will not work. Still, even then it gives you some insights. Next time when your company announces NPS score, you can ask, what is the confidence interval? How sure are you that you have the correct number? This topic was a part of the talk I gave on using AI to improve NPS. One question I got regarding that part was if the size of the customer base has an impact on the error. The answer is no. There is no population size in the formula I showed you.